Hello and welcome everyone to this USA South men's lacrosse matchup today. I'm Mark Duffin bringing you all the action, and today we have an amazing matchup between your SVU Knights and the visiting Piedmont University Lions. This is an extremely important game in the USA South, especially for your Knights. The Knights are coming in 5-6 overall in the season, but 2-1 in conference play on a 2-game winning streak for those 2 wins in conference play, whereas Piedmont coming in on fire, currently 7-3 in the standings, 4-0 in the conference, and those 4 wins in the conference are on a 4-game winning streak right now. The Lions have not lost since March 2nd against the Rhodes College Lynx, and so they're coming in hot, full of momentum. On the other side, your Knights are coming in full of momentum too. Feeling a little bit excited with their first 2-game winning streak since the beginning of the season, since the beginning of February. So the Knights coming in excited and ready for this one, especially coming in against the current leader of the USA South standings. This is a very important game for the Knights because if they lose this one, they return back to 500 in terms of the USA South standings, going 2-2, and puts them pretty closely a tier below the Piedmont Lions here. So this is a very important game, coming in as the underdog in order to take some momentum, get to a 3-game winning streak, and hand the Lions their first loss in the USA South. But that's going to be easier said than done. The Lions come in with the 19th ranked offense nationally in Division III lacrosse, averaging 15 goals per game, whereas your Knights are coming in averaging 10.8, which is 4th in the USA South. Also, the Knights defense coming in not great, 7th ranked in the USA South, averaging 15.91 goals allowed per game, whereas the Piedmont Lions coming in first again in the USA South, only allowing 9.69 goals per contest. Now, keep in mind, this is an average for the whole season. SVU coming in playing home versus away, their home stats, they average 13.6 goals per game, which is about 3.8 more goals than their season average, and then only allow 12.2 goals per home game, which is about 3.7 goals less than the average on the season. And then you take out SVU's 1 home loss to Vassar College, which was a blowout 7-25, and then their home wins, SVU's averaging 15.25 goals and only allowing 9 per contest. So this Knights team does have a high ceiling that can compete with the Piedmont Lions. The difference is Piedmont has been able to put that up consistently. Piedmont is 2-0 on the road, 7-3 on the season, and so their averages are more consistent. So we'll see if we can get the best of the Knights today to match with this great Piedmont Lions team, or if we'll get more of like the game against Vassar College or the Knights away play. And going over some important players today in this matchup. On the side of SVU, we have number 5, Tyson Mari. Mari has had an excellent season. He is currently second in the USA South in points per game, averaging 4.27, and he's first in assists, averaging 2.64, with an additional 1.6 goals per game. He additionally is pretty good defensively, getting those ground balls, 3.2. But he's going up against Isaac Harrington, number 3 for the Lions. Isaac Harrington currently second in goals per game with 2.8, second in assists with 2.2 per game, and therefore he is one of the top scorers in the USA South. So we'll see how that matchup goes between Isaac Harrington and Tyson Mari today, 2 of the best players in the USA South. We'll see how that matchup works out. So off the first face-off, the Knights take it. Face-offs have been a problem for the Knights this season. Their face-off percentage only at 31.3%. However, in conference play, that face-off percentage has improved to 43.9%, which is a 12.6 increase. So the Knights doing much better in conference play. Looking to get it back to get up near 50. But right there, the first face-off win, a great start for the Knights. However, offensively, a turnover on the Knights. Just an unforced error right there. And now the Lions will have the ball and will look to clear. That pass will go over. And that'll be intercepted by the Knights, bounced out of bounds. So it'll be Lions ball. So the shot clock got reset there when it shouldn't have. Need to set it back down to 64 for the Lions since the Knights didn't quite have full possession. It just deflected off the net of a Knight. So it'll be Lions ball. 64 seconds on the shot clock for them. And they'll get their first offensive possession of the day. The Lions have been very good on this side of the field all year long. Just devastating opponents. They're coming off a win on Tuesday against Brevard College where they put up 28 goals, which is the most goals scored by any team in the USA South this year. So they're coming in, riding momentum on the offensive side. So we'll see if the Knights defense is able to slow them down. The one thing that the Knights truly specialize in is forcing turnovers. They're 23rd nationally in caused turnovers per game with 12.18 caused turnovers per game. So that's what the Knights will have to do. We'll have to force the ball out of the Lions' possession. So right there, the Lions getting some good passing and getting their first goal of the day less than 2 minutes in. Lions sticking with it and getting the first goal. They had a good shot. It went off the crossbar. Came back up, picked it up, and got a good shot. Believe the one on the goal will be number 44, Ian Parr, for the Lions. Ian Parr is the good number 2 who backs up Isaac Harrington in the scoring category. Ian Parr, very good player, and right there getting the scoring going, getting the first goal for the Lions. So on that face-off, the Knights take the face-off. The Knights are now 2-0, 2 of 2 on these face-offs here to start the day. It's a great start for the Knights, especially against this Piedmont squad, which has a face-off percentage of 55.8%. So great start so far for the Knights. We'll see if they can keep it up. Taking it slow here on this offensive possession. Last offensive possession ended on an unforced turnover, so trying to keep the ball safe here. Knights swinging it around the back of the goal. 35 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Nice passing around. It's in the ball of Clay Hackey, in the net of Clay Hackey. Hackey shot on the goal, and that'll be saved right there. A great save from the Lions. That'll be number 12, Mike Isley on the goal, in the goal keep there for the Lions. Gets the first save of the day for him. So Isley having a good day so far, getting a good start. But the Lions fail to clear. SVU forces the turnover. Now SVU right back on offense. This is what they do best. They force their opponents into bad situations in the clears, get turnovers, and get back on offense. Not even allowing their defense to get tested. Great start here for the Knights defense after that first goal from the Lions. An additional thing, that's generally been the strategy of this Knights squad, is press the clears. Don't let them get it across the field. Don't let them test our defense. Because a big part of the Knights defense has been Jace Lightfoot there in the goalkeep. He's had a struggle of a year, but one of the things that Jace Lightfoot has been doing in conference play, he's improved his save percentage. He's averaging 46% on the season, which isn't great. You want that above 50%. But in conference play, he's been averaging 52.2%. So Jace Lightfoot definitely improving in the goal keep. So on that play, the Lions forcing the turnover, getting some space ahead. No one in the goal for SVU. Jace Lightfoot was out defending. So a free shot, but it just sails over. Lucky break there for the Knights. Lions maintain possession and have 50 seconds left on the shot clock for them. And that'll be another turnover for the Lions. Knights with the ball. Running up ahead. They get the clear easily. Pass across the field. Shot on the goal. And that'll go in for the Knights. I believe that was number 40, Pierce Brinton, the freshman from North Ogden, Utah, on the goal for the Knights. And there on the assist was number 21, J2 Coutrere, the senior from Draper, Utah. Coutrere has been an important piece for this Knights team. He averages 1.73 caused turnovers per game, which is 8th in the USA South. just a defensive menace. But he also involves himself on the offensive end, getting a couple of assists, getting a couple goals on the year. He's a good middleman there, great defender. Hope to hear more of Couture. And, of course, Pierce Britton getting the scoring started for the Knights. The score is 1-1. So they're in the third face-off the game. The Lions will take it. And now they'll have another offensive possession, see how they respond to the Knights getting their first goal. Ball's in the net of number 10, Will Isley, junior from Ackworth, Georgia. He makes a move inside, shot on the goal from long, and that'll go in. Isley on the long shot from the 25-yard line. Quick response from the Lions. Isley just taking it himself, and he gives the Lions back their lead, 2-1. So we can already see these two teams leaning into their strengths as a team. SVU with 3 caused turnovers to Piedmont's 1, but Piedmont really just taking it straight to the Knights, getting as many goals as possible, already up to 2. We're not even 6 minutes away here in this first quarter. Ball pops out on the face-off, goes all the way to the 20-yard line for the Knights. Knights will pick it up. So Knight possession, pass inside, not handled well. Ball's on the ground, will be picked up by the Knights. So Knights still with possession, 70 seconds left on the shot clock for them. They'll pass back to Clay Hackey. Clay Hackey with some running room. He'll shoot, and that'll go in for Clay Hackey. So that'll tie the game back up 2-2. And this is an electric game here between these two squads. Each already with 2 goals and 2 amazing goals from each team. The Knights as well with 2 assists on their 2 goals, so playing extremely well on that front, passing well, and getting the best out of each other. So we'll get another face-off. And that'll be a false start right there on the Knights. And so it'll go to the Lions. Ben Sluga there in for the face-off. A little too early right there. So we'll get an immediate shot on the goal by the Lions, but that'll sail over, and that'll be Knight ball. Jace Lightfoot there with the hustle to get back and get possession. So now the Knights looking to clear. And a bad pass right there. Little too low, not able to be handled by number 33, Samuel Torreros, freshman from West Bountiful, Utah. So that'll sail out of bounds. Unforced turnover on the Knights. Lion ball again. Joseph Whitmore, the sophomore from Sugar Hill, Georgia, will take it for the Lions. And he'll pass it across to Nick Winter. And the Lions will get back to work. Move right there from Nick Winter. Pass inside. Ball's loose. That'll be picked up by the Lions. A good pass inside by Winter, but just not able to be handled well. Shot on the goal right there. That'll be saved. Jace Lightfoot with the save. Lightfoot has been playing extremely well in conference play. And right there, a brilliant save. He was getting, a week ago against Huntington, he was getting hurt by that over-the-shoulder shot right there. But this week, playing a lot better, being prepared for it and ready to go. Here we go, 8. So the Knights were able to push it down, get a shot on the goal, maintain possession. Now they'll get their subs in and get back to work. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights as we wind closer to the 7-minute mark in this first quarter. If you're just joining us here early in the first quarter, the score is 2-2. Teams trading goals with the Lions with the advantage, getting the first and third goals. But the Knights with the momentum and the ball here. Good check right there from the Lions. Ball is out. The Knights will pick it back up. That's J.C. Winterton. And now just 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Clay Hackey needing to get to work. Passes it to Merwin. Shot on the goal, and that'll go in. Peyton Merwin assisted by Clay Hackey. So Peyton Merwin, the senior from Prescott, Arizona, getting the amazing goal there and giving the Knights their first lead of the day, 3-2, with 6.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Knights' passing has been extremely good here in the first quarter. 3 goals, 3 assists, finding the open man. And right there, more of a desperation play towards the end of the shot clock. But hey, if it works, it works. The Knights take their first lead. So we'll get another face-off here. Ball still on the ground. And that'll be picked up by the Knights. Another face-off win for the Knights. I believe the Knight on the face-off there was number 24, Porter Alleman, the freshman from St. George, Utah. He struggled there in the face-off category, but has improved as the season's gone on by the fact that the team's face-off percentage has improved in conference play. So Porter Alleman in his freshman year improving as the year goes on, getting better and better, hoping to make an impact not only this year towards the end, getting into the USA South playoffs, but for a couple years to come. So the Knights passing around near the 40-yard line, getting their offense set up. 40 seconds left on the shot clock. And here come the Knights. Number 10, Forrest Aimbridge, ready to go. The Knights will swing it around. The Knights are at their best when they're swinging and passing well. Right here, Clay Hackey at the top. He'll get a shot on the goal, and that'll go in. Clay Hackey taking it up in the long shot from the 25-yard line. And the Knights' lead is now up to 2, 4-2 in favor of your SVU Knights. Clay Hackey as well with his second goal and third point on the day. 2 goals and 1 assist for him. So the Knights really just passing well and getting their shots in. That has been a huge thing. The shooting percentage not high on the year, 26.2% compared to Piedmont's 30.3%. But today shooting extremely well, 80% so far. 4 goals on 5 shots so far. So on the face-off, the Knights will take that again. Knights making it and taking it, which is something we have not seen most of the year. It's an amazing thing to see coming in against one of the best teams in the USA South this year. So the Knights get a shot off. It's a bit high, so they'll maintain possession. 60 seconds left on the shot clock. So Knights, we've seen this a couple times so far today. Offensively, just starting around the 35, 40, and then running in as the clock hits 40, 35 seconds left on the shot clock. The Knights will do that just that, swing it around the back of the net. They'll pass it back out to Winterton. Then on to Toreros. Toreros making a move, getting in. Nothing there. He's met by 2 Lions. Great defense there from the Lions. Toreros has to pass it up. Slick move right there. Shot on the goal. That'll be blocked right there. But that'll be picked up by the Knights. Pass inside to Peyton Merwin. Peyton Merwin with the shot. We got a flag on the field. We'll see if the goal stands. And the goal does stand. Peyton Merwin with his second goal of the day. And that'll be assisted by number 18, Riker McMurdy, the freshman from North Ogden, Utah. So the Knights now up 5-2. And this loyal contingent of Knights fans here celebrating that. It is the Knights spring break. So awesome to have this many Knights fans here in the waning hours of spring break. Not to mention the Piedmont fans here traveling well. A good contingent of Piedmont fans. So a lot of people here to watch this matchup. Get another face-off. Ball is still out. Bouncing all the way to the Knights' end. Gets picked up by the Knights. Shot on the goal, and that'll go to Piedmont. Number 24, Porter Alleman winning the face-off, just bouncing it all the way pretty much to the goal, but not able to get a true shot off. Bouncing it just short, and that'll be Lions ball. They'll look to clear. Number 17, Carson Vicos, the senior from Houston, Texas, looking to clear it. And a good check there from the Knights will cause the ball to pop out and roll out of bounds. I believe that's number 22, Isaac Finley, junior from Tucson, Arizona, forcing the turnover. So now it'll be Knights ball again. That'll be another shot on the goal for the Knights. That'll be Winterton on the shot, goes just left. The Knights will maintain possession with plenty of time left on the shot clock, 60 seconds. And the Knights finish getting their subs in. And they'll get back to work. Knights up 5-2, just under 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. This is about as good as a start as you could have hoped for the Knights against this good of a Piedmont squad. Still tons of lacrosse left to get played, of course, 3 whole quarters. But if you're head coach Jason Lamb, you got to like the start that your team has built for itself. So pass over there. The Knights not handling it well, and another unforced turnover for the Knights. So the game clock kept running when it shouldn't have. Need to reset that to 2:22. And now it'll be Lions ball. Ball's in the net, number 10, Will Isley. He scored earlier today. So Isley will make a move again. He scored earlier on one of these moves. Got Couture in front of him. Couture, great defensive play, forces him to give up the ball. So the Lions still with 50 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll run it around. Pass inside. Nothing there. Great recovery from the Knights. Another shot attempt immediately blocked. I believe that was number 8, Jax Meekum. So the Lions still with the ball. And the Knights' on-ball defense has been incredible this possession. Still 25 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lions. Shot on the goal, quick right there. And that'll be a penalty on the Knights, it looks like. So that'll be on number 2, Tyler Mari, the freshman from West Bountiful, Utah. He'll get called for the illegal check. He'll be out for 1 minute. So the Lions will get a fresh 60 seconds on the shot clock. That possession was dead in the water due to the Knights' defense. That is a harmful penalty right there. So now the Lions passing it around, trying to find the open person. Pass inside, shot on the goal. That'll go left. And that'll stay with the Lions. Jace Lightfoot trying to hustle to get it, but to no avail. Lions still with the ball, 40 seconds left. Lions trying to make something happen. Pass behind, and that'll be a shot on the goal for the Lions, and that'll go in. Number 44, Ian Parr. And that'll be assisted by number 10, Will Isley again. So Isley now up to 2 points. I believe Parr, with his second goal of the day, also up to 2 points. Those two have been working well to get the goals for the Lions. The score is now 5-3, still in favor of the Knights. The Lions now with a bit of momentum due to that Tyler Mowry penalty there. So we'll have another face-off. 55 seconds left here in this one. And the Lions will take that face-off easily. They have some room to run in front. Shot on the goal. That'll go in just 5 seconds. The Lions getting 2 straight goals. And that'll be a goal from number 22, John Dieterle, sophomore from Asheville, North Carolina, who has been so good for these Lions in the face-off category. He is their main face-off man, and he is the one who has powered them to the 55.8% face-off percentage this year. So now the Knights' lead went from 3-1 in the span of about 10 seconds. Still 50 seconds left in the quarter, and we'll get another face-off. Dieterle will take that one again. He's pulling it back to get a good clear. So now the Lions on their side of the field. looking to make some offense happen, maybe tie up the game. He's got some room in front of him. Shot on the goal right there. Saved by Jace Lightfoot. Lightfoot coming in clutch there, keeping the Knights lead alive. Bad pass right there. Ball is out, and that'll be picked up by the Lions. Lightfoot just careless with the ball right there. So now the Lions on the offense, pass inside, and that'll be another score right there. Knights just looking discombobulated here in the last minute of the match, of the quarter. So that'll be assisted by Ian Parr again. So that's Parr's third point on the day. Waiting to see who scored the goal. So that'll put the score back tied 5-5. The Knights lead dissipating in a manner of 45 seconds. Nothing short of a complete collapse here in this first quarter for the Knights. So it'll be Lions ball with just 7 seconds left here on the clock. See if they can get a shot off before the end. They will. Shot on the goal. And that'll be a save by Jace Lightfoot right at the end. So the end of the first quarter, the score is 5-5, all tied up. The Knights had a lead 5-2. But then in the last minute, the Piedmont Lions scoring 3 straight goals to just demolish that lead in almost no time at all. Last goal was scored by Joseph Whitmer for the Lions. Joseph Whitmer, the sophomore from Sugar Hill, Georgia, getting the goal there. So a very intense back and forth right there from these two teams. The Knights ended up putting 4 straight points on the Lions, going from a score of 2-1 to 2-5. But then the Lions, not to be outdone, went on a 3-goal run there at the end of the quarter to tie the game back up. So looking at the leaders so far, Ian Parr, number 44 for the Lions with 2 goals. And then number 3 and number 11, Clay Hackey and Peyton Merwin, each with 2 on the side of the Knights. Number 40, Pierce Britton, adding another. And then a total team effort on the Lions side. You have 3 additional Lions adding in a goal there. One thing you like to see from the Knights, though, is that in terms of assists, 4 out of their 5 goals have been assisted on, which means that the Knights passing is what is getting them these excellent shots and opportunities here in close. One thing to look out for in this game is the shot count. Currently, Piedmont with 13 shots, SVU with 11. Normally, the more shots you get, the more opportunities you have to score. Even if they're not the best shots, not shots in the goal that get saved or scored. But the more opportunities you get, the better your chances are. So that'll be an interesting thing to look out for. The Knights with a very good shooting percentage. Piedmont with a little bit worse, obviously, due to the extra shots and the same goal count. But we'll see if that additional shots make an impact on the day-to-day. Additionally, the face-offs, Piedmont has won 6 out of the 11. SVU has won 5 out of the 11. So a great face-off day right here for SVU, who is used to playing games with a pretty bad face-off percentage. So that improvement has also led to this Knights burst of scoring in that first quarter. Now it's up to the Knights defense to continue to cause turnovers, and it's up to the Knights offense to hold the ball and take care of it. SVU with 5 turnovers to Piedmont's 4. All 4 of those Piedmont turnovers have been caused by the Knights. 4 caused turnovers for the Knights, only 2 for Piedmont. So it's up to the defense to continue that harassment, continue forcing the ball out and getting it. And then it's up to the offensive side to just keep the ball on their side. 3 uncaused turnovers for the Knights. So right there, Porter Alleman again on the face-off. He'll take it. So Porter Alleman doing extremely well today in the face-off battle. So Knights with the first possession of the second quarter here. The ball will be in the net. Number 5, Tyson Maury. And he'll pull it out, get the substitutions in. Peyton Merwin coming in. The Knights will do their thing, passing around the 40 until they get ready to go. Lions content to just let him do it. Here come the Knights. That'll be J.C. Winterton forcing it down. They'll pass around the net. Lions not content to let him do that. Getting some pressure. And the Knights will pass it back out. Clay Hackey now with the ball. Makes a move to the middle. Met by 2 Lions there. Pass inside. And that'll be a flag. It appears to be on the Lions. So the Knights with a free play right here with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So Knights with the opportunity to get something done. Clay Hackey with the ball with 2 Lions in front of him. Makes a move to the right. Shot on the goal. And that'll go in. Clay Hackey with the long shot on the free play. Clay Hackey having himself a day. That'll be his 3rd goal so far. It looks like because the penalty was releasable, that flag will get waved off. So the Knights back up 6-5 off of the great play from Clay Hackey, who's already up to 4 points. 3 goals and 1 assist for him. Additionally, he has three goals on just 4 shots, and all 4 of his shots have been shots on the goal. So if it wasn't saved by the Lions goal keep, it would have gone in. Great passing there from the Lions off the face-off win, and that'll be a goal for the Lions. Immediate response for the Lions. And that'll be the first goal of the day for number 3, Isaac Harrington, the junior from Palatine, Illinois. So the Lions there moving extremely quickly, almost faster than I can talk, which sucks. I want to tell you guys about the stats. I love the stats. But Lions there with a blistering response to the Knights taking the lead again. The score is back tied 6-6. Just over 80 seconds gone here in the second quarter. These 2 teams moving extremely quickly. So we've got another face-off here. Looks like it's Ben Sluga there. Ball still out. 2 teams fighting tooth and nail for it. It'll pop out to the Knights' side. Ball is still out. That'll be scooped up by the Lions. A good check right there causes the ball to come out. And that'll get kicked out by the Knights. So it'll be Lions ball. Very long face-off right there. Ball was out forever. So now the Lions will get to set up their ball and the make it take it opportunity. So the Lions now at the top of the key. Look to make something happen. Move towards the middle, pass inside, not handled well. That'll go out of bounds. That'll be SVU ball, was not quite a shot on the goal. So it'll be Knights ball. So the Knights need to clear. The Knights have done very well so far on their clears today. Knights are 2 of 3 on their clears. And they'll get another one here. So now the Knights on the offensive end. Ball is already up to the 15-yard line. So now the Knights will swing it around the back of the net early into the shot clock for them. Still 50 seconds left. So they'll pass it back out to Tyson Maury. He'll pass it out to the 40-yard line. Now the Knights in their regular set. Less time on the shot clock than usual. We'll see what they do with it. Look at it, Clay Hackey, and Hackey will go to work. He'll push it out behind the net. Knights making a big square there, back out to 30-yard line, making a move inside. That'll be a shot on the goal right there, and that'll be a great save on the side of the Lions. Mike Isley again on the save. Junior from Alpharetta, Georgia. Not his best game of the year, but right there picking it back up. Right there, Jace Lightfoot came out of the goal. So Lions had a free shot, but it sails just right. And that'll be Knights ball. Knights with the hustle there. Now the Knights on the clear opportunity. And it looks like number 7, Scott Dupay, junior from Pleasant Grove, Utah, just stepped out of bounds. Another unforced turnover on the Knights, and the Lions will have the ball right back on their side. 11 minutes left to go here in this first half. So right now the ref's a little worried about the shot clock. One of the shot clocks on the side of the Lions right now is malfunctioning. The other one is working fine.
Let's go, Black.
So right now, refs are talking, needing a fix, but it would cause a 7-minute delay, so the Knights not wanting to do that, wanted to wait till halftime. So it looks like the refs will have a timeout, look to discuss what they're going to do, if they're going to take the 7-minute delay. So right now the score is 6-6 with 11:01 left here in the first half. And it has just been a back and forth affair. The game started with each team giving back and forth. Piedmont, SVU to a score of 2-2. Knights raced out to a 5-2 lead from there. Then Piedmont raced right back in the last minute of the first quarter to a 5-5 end there. And then here in the second quarter, SVU scored a quick goal. And then the Lions took it on the faceoff for a quick response. Nothing else since. Score is 6-6. Don't know if any decision has been made yet on whether we're going to restart the billboards and everything. One of the shot clocks is now off, but the one that was malfunctioning is still on. Regardless, with whatever happens, we'll go ahead and take a small break here, and we'll take you back when play resumes off this shot clock malfunction. We'll see you then. All right, and welcome back here. We finally got the shot clocks figured out. It seems like they're going to let the one shot clock be malfunction. We'll let the other one keep the time. So coming off here, before that whole shot clock malfunction, the Knights had just turned the ball over. So 80 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions, and they'll have the ball on their side. So now the Knights on defense, working to not let the Lions take the lead back. Knights have held the lead since about midway through the first quarter, but it's been tied several times since. Lions make a move on the goal, no shot. Now's the shot on the goal. That'll be blocked up the middle. So now the ball just inching out of bounds. That'll stay with the Lions. So Lions get a fresh 60 seconds on the shot clock now with the shot on the goal. And it'll be number 3, Isaac Harrington, with it behind the goal. Pass inside. Shot is a little left. And that'll stay with the Lions. Lions now trying to push the momentum out of the play stoppage. And so the Lions will pull it back out, look to get to work. Bad pass right there from the Lions. That'll be Knights' ball as it goes out of bounds. Knights right there not willing to get overpowered. Knights take the ball back. So the Knights will need to clear. There's another play stoppage again. Refs needing the ball to be brought back inbounds at the 20-yard line. So now Clay Hackey will look to clear. He'll get across. Knights back with the ball. These two defenses have stood tall since the last goals that each scored. So since the 13:40 mark, it has just been 4 minutes of solid defense from both teams. Both teams forcing turnovers, getting the other team uncomfortable. So now the Knights back on the attack. Clay Hackey wasn't able to find the hole there. And he'll pass it back out to Tyson Maury. 35 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Maury back to Hackey. And Hackey will pass it to Winterton. Winterton will look to get to work. Shot on the goal. That'll go far right. That'll stay with the Knights with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. So the Knights need to move quickly to get something here. Move inside. Shot on the goal, and that'll go in. Knights goal. And that'll be number 3, Clay Hackey again. His 4th goal of the day. And the Knights take back the lead. Hackey with the brilliant shot right there. Bounced it off the ground just hard enough to get it to reach the top of the goal. Hackey with the brilliant shot, and he's now up to 5 points on the day. This is the Clay Hackey we have needed to show up for a little bit now, and he's coming in today. So now we'll have a face-off. Ball pops out towards the Piedmont side. Ball is still loose, and the Knights will pick that one up. So Knights now need to clear. That'll be number 4, Ben Sluga, keeping it safe, and he'll get it across. So the Knights now with a make-it-take-it opportunity. That'll be a violation on the Knights. Knights, another unforced turnover there. So now the Lions with the ball. Ball will pop out. Turnover there. Forced by the Knights. And it looks like that'll be a penalty on the Lions. See what the call is. Bodies went flying. So that'll be a penalty on the Lions. That'll be number 6, Zach Avila, junior from Cumming, Georgia. He'll be out for 30 seconds. So a quick man-up opportunity here for the Knights. See if they can take advantage. It's their first man-up opportunity of the day. Knights passing it around, trying to get something going. They'll give it to Clay Hackey. Hackey will pass it behind the net. Pass it back up the middle. Shot on the goal, and there we go. Knights with the goal. Assisted by Clay Hackey. And that'll be number 4, J.C. Winterton, freshman from Charlottesville, Virginia, on the goal there. So the Knights lead back up to 2, 8-6 in favor of your Knights. So the Knights now looking to take momentum back after that flurry from the Lions. That'll be another false start there on Porter Alleman, who's had a great day there as the face-off man. Right there, gives the ball to the Lions. But he already did his hard work. Porter Alleman gave the Knights the make-it-take-it opportunity. So now the Knights back up by 2. Lions back on the offensive. They'll be with number 24, Jacob Habsbrook, the senior from Ackworth, Georgia, running up the middle. And right there, head coach Tim Dunton for Piedmont takes the timeout. Hasbrook was in a little bit of trouble there. The Knights defense tenacious and staying in front of him. So calls the timeout. So heading into this timeout, your Knights are up 8-6. But Piedmont with possession and looking to cut that lead back down to 1. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left here in this quarter. And if you're head coach Jason Lamb, you got to be telling your team, you guys have done very well, but there's still so much lacrosse left to be played. A 2-point lead is not safe. We already saw one of our 3-point leads get utterly demolished in about 45 seconds flat. So you have to keep up the intensity, keep working hard, keep getting goals. Don't take anything for granted here. Take advantage of every mistake and fight for every ground ball like it's the last. Because if you don't, this Piedmont team will just continue to push and push and push back into this because they're looking to take control. Like they did earlier, a 2-point lead is nothing. So if they can go on another 3-1 burst again, the lead is theirs. So that if you're head coach Jason Lamb, that's definitely what you're telling your team. Keep the work up, keep the aggressiveness up, and keep forcing turnovers. If you're head coach Tim Dunton, you just got to be telling your team, hey, we've been the better team all year. Statistically, score-wise, record-wise, whatever you want, we've been the best team, better team all year than this Knights squad. Just calm down, run what we usually do. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't feel down because you are down. Take the momentum back. It's 0-0 right now. Go out, get some goals, and play some good defense. All right, so coming out of the timeout, Lions with possession. They'll start with it on their own 10-yard line. And they'll swing it around the back of the net. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for them coming out of the timeout. Shot on the goal right there. Jace Lightfoot blocks it. It goes all the way out to the 10-yard line, so the Lions will get a fresh 60 seconds there off the rebound. Lightfoot having a pretty good game himself. See if he can keep it up. So the Lions will run it back behind the net. They'll pass back out. 35 seconds still left for them.
Come on, Will.
They'll pass it out behind the net again. Knights defense standing tall, staying in front. Little move in there, a little space, nothing there. Good recovery there from number 7, Scott Dupay on the defense. Pass up, pass inside, shot on the goal, and that'll be a goal for the Lions. That'll be number 3, Isaac Harrington, with his second goal of the day. Isaac Harrington, the second leading scorer in the USA South, with 2.8 goals averaging per game, is starting to come alive here. He cuts the Knights' lead in half. The score is now 8-7. It's now Porter Allman back at the face-off spot for the Knights. It looks like that'll be another violation on the Knights. Not quite sure what the call was there, but the Lions will just take it. So now with the make it, take it opportunity, Lions on offense again. And about 6 minutes left here in this first half. Lions are down 1, looking to tie it back up. Knights defense needs to stand strong here. Knights haven't been on offense in a little bit, so they need to get the possession back. Good save right there from Jace Lightfoot. That'll be picked up by the Knights. Now Knights running, looking to clear. Nothing there. Good recovery by the Lions. Lightfoot will get the ball and will pass it out. Knights now running up to the 30 to 40 and looking to clear. I believe that's Ben Slugo with it. Takes the hit, gets across. And now Knights with possession in the first time in a little while. Looks like we had another timeout called. I believe that would be head coach Jason Lamb calling that timeout there. So I wanted to make this offensive possession count, get the lead back up to 2. So we'll go ahead in this timeout, take a little break, and we'll be right back when play resumes. All right, and welcome back to this USA South men's lacrosse matchup between your SVU Knights and the Piedmont Lions. So coming out of that timeout from head coach Jason Lamb, Knights just not passing it well. Ball gets on the ground, and that'll be a penalty on the Knights over the aggression on the ground ball. So just poor execution coming out of that timeout. Knights still up 1. That could be a costly mistake there, going down a man. So it looks like the penalty will be on number 11, Peyton Merwin. He's the one sitting out right now.
Here we go, Black.
So he'll be out for 1 minute, unreleasable. So a huge opportunity here for the Lions. Lions with the man-up opportunity, passing it swiftly. And with a fresh 80 on the shot clock, they can take their time as well. Pass across. That's not handled well. That'll be Knights' ball. So a lucky break there from the Knights. Poor execution from the Lions. And the Knights will now have the opportunity to just kill this penalty. Ball's in the net, number 21, JT Couture. And he'll get the clear. Lions still with a man up, so looking to pressure the ball handlers here. Tyson Mari with the ball, running to the 10-yard line. And he'll sit in the goal, look to run out the rest of this penalty. Still 14 seconds left on it.
Here we go, Rick.
So Tyson Mari deep in the corner there behind the net. 45 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. And right there, the penalty is killed. Peyton Merwin now out. We'll see who comes in for the Knights. It'll be J.C. Winterton. So the Knights back up to full strength. Forrest Ambridge coming in as well. Not a long time on the shot clock, just 23 seconds left. Ambridge looking to get to work. Makes a move, nothing there, passes it out behind the net. 15 seconds still left on the shot clock for the Knights. Tyson Murray making a move near the net. He'll pass it up, ball is on the ground, picked up by the Knights. Just 5 seconds left here. I believe that's Clay Hackey with the ball, shot on the goal. Easily saved right there by Mike Isley. So now Lions with possession, they'll need to clear. Isley looking for someone to pass to. So now Clay Hackey on the defense trying to pressure the clear. Lions will get it through, and he has some space to run. It's just a one-on-one. Shot on the goal right there, and that was a horrible defensive possession there by the Knights. Jace Lightfoot nowhere to be seen near the goal. And that'll be another tie game here, 8-8, as the Lions put in that one. That'll be number 5, Andrew Pagano. Pagano, my bad. Andrew Pagano, the senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, tying the game back up. Knights just playing it way too risky, bringing Jace Lightfoot out of the goal. Just a free shot for Pagano. So another face-off there. Ball is still on the ground. That'll be picked up by the Lions. So the Lions with a make-it-take-it opportunity. Number 45, Nolan Glazinski, running down the field. He'll pass it out, and he'll come out. He's their face-off man. He'll come out. So the Lions now with a make-it-take-it opportunity with 2.5 minutes left here in this first half. Score is 8-8, and they have the opportunity to take possession again, take the lead again. So the ball is behind the net of the Knights. Shot, a pass up to the top of the key. Shot on the goal a little right. That'll stay with the Lions. 41 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks like we got our shot clock malfunction figured out during the time. So now both shot clocks back up. Pass inside, shot on the goal, and that'll be a goal for the Lions. Number 4, Miller Boos. Sorry, Miller Bice. Miller Bice, sophomore from Suwanee, Georgia. Right there gives the Lions the lead again, 9-8 in favor of Piedmont. And right now the Knights just all over the place defensively. The Lions had multiple opportunities there on this 2-goal run right here to just get an open lane to the net. 3-goal run so far. Like I was talking about earlier. Earlier they did it when they were down 5-2, got it back to 5-5. Now they were down 2, got another three-goal run, and now they're up 1.
Yep.
So on that face-off, the Knights will take it. So the Knights will now need to clear, and they have the opportunity to get another goal up, tie the game up again for the end of the half. Good check from behind. Knights managed to keep it. So that'll be another timeout called from head coach Jason Lamb. The last time the Knights came out with possession out of a timeout, they immediately turned the ball over, had a penalty on Peyton Merwin to go man down. So we'll see if the Knights can execute better coming out of this timeout. They really need it to keep up with Piedmont. The Knights are down 1. So taking a look at the stats here of the second quarter, Piedmont has 10 shots to SVU's 6. Big reason why they have scored 1 more goal is because they've had a lot more opportunities offensively. As for turnovers, the Knights have only given up 2 turnovers here in this second quarter, and Piedmont's given up 4. The Knights have just struggled to turn it into as much as the Lions have. Additionally, the faceoffs have not gone the Knights' way in this quarter as well. Piedmont with 5 faceoff wins to SVU's 2. So the faceoffs not as good as they were in the first quarter. But it will be Knights ball coming out of this timeout. If the Knights can execute well and get a goal here, they'll be tied with possibly 1 more defensive possession before the end of the half. 1:42 left here as the 2 teams make their way out from the timeout. Really interesting to see how head coach Jason Lamb orchestrates his team here, orchestrates this play with this one. All right, Knights with the possession. The ball will start in the net of number 3, Clay Hackey. And they'll go right back to moving it around, passing it around the 40-yard line like they've been doing. And Clay Hackey will now move it up. Pass it around the goal. This has been the Knights' offensive setup the whole time. This square. Now Forrest Ambridge will look to get to work. Nothing there for the Knights. They'll swing it around the goal again. Clay Hackey on the shot. That'll be another save right there from number 12, Mike Isley. So now the Lions running ahead, get the clear. Good check there from the Knights. Ball's on the ground, picked up by the Knights. Still out again. And that'll go out on the Knights. Lions ball. A hectic play right there. 45 seconds left on the shot clock, or on the game clock for the Lions. But right there, a great check there from Tyson Maury, and that's a forced turnover. Knights with the ball, and they're running ahead with time to spare. Good check by the Lions. The ball is on the ground, picked up by the Knights. Shot on the goal, it just goes left. And that'll be Lions ball. Knights just not getting anything right now. Lions playing brilliant defense. That was number 10, Forrest Ambridge with the shot and just sailing it left. Now 30 seconds left here for the Lions to get the clear and maybe get a shot off here. And right there, Lions trip in the clear. So now Knights with the ball, Forrest Ambridge running it up. Nothing there, just 15 seconds left in the half. This has been a hectic last minute 45. So now Ben Sluga with the ball. He'll pass it inside. Bad pass right there. That'll be picked up by the Knights. Just 5 seconds left. Shot on the goal. Desperate heave. And that'll sail just left. 1 second left. That'll be the end of the half. So at the end of the half, your Knights down 1 to the visiting Piedmont Lions. So a hectic first half there between these two teams. Just an absolute back and forth. But the big story there was Piedmont's 2 3-goal runs that gives them the 1-point lead. At one point they were down 5-2. Brought a three-goal run to get it to 5-5, and then at another point they were down 8-6. 3-goal run. Now they're up 9-8 going into the second half. And of course, looking at the leaders for today, for the Lions, it's just been a total team effort. Their 2 main offensive stars, Isaac Harrington and Ian Parr, each with 2 goals, and then 5 different Lions with the goal to make up their 9. Then on the Knights side, it has just been all Clay Hackey. Clay Hackey with 4 goals and an assist for 5 points on the day. He's tied with Ian Parr, who has 3 assists to get each of them 5 points. Peyton Merwin adds in another 2. And then the final 2 goals were scored by Pierce Brinton and J.C. Winterton. So the score is 9-8 going into halftime. If you're the Knights, you definitely need to focus more on keeping control of the ball. That was the problem there in the last minute 45. Just kept turning the ball over when you had so many opportunities to get this game back into a tie set. But on the defensive side, the Knights are doing well, causing turnovers. Piedmont with 10 turnovers to SVU's just 7, and 8 of those 10 turnovers have been caused by the Knights. And the shot battle is still neck and neck. Piedmont with 23 shots, SVU with 20. So really close there. SVU does need more opportunities, though. But another big thing, a big positive here for the Knights has been the ground balls. Knights with 21, Piedmont with just 13. On the season, SVU is averaging 34, whereas Piedmont's averaging 36. So a great effort there on the ground balls, the hustle and the energy there. But we're going to need more of that from the Knights if they're going to fight back, tie the game back up again, take the lead, and win this game. They're going to need a lot more of that hustle, a lot more forced turnovers, and a lot less uncaused turnovers on their side. They have turned the ball over 4 times just by poor execution on their part. So we'll go ahead and take a little break here for halftime. The score is 9-8 in favor of the visiting Piedmont Lions, and we'll take you all the way to the beginning of the second half. See you there. All right, and welcome everyone back here to this USA South men's lacrosse matchup between the visiting Piedmont University Lions and your SVU Knights. The first half, a back and forth affair. SVU did hold the lead for a good chunk of the first half, but two impressive Piedmont 3-goal runs leading to Piedmont being up 9-8 here to start this second half. The Knights playing generally well overall, but they're during those 3-goal runs looking generally just discombobulated on the defensive side, especially coming off face-offs. So it's important for the Knights to win these face-offs or at least lose them in a way that is not conducive to big runs for the Lions. So right there off the first face-off, a good example. The Knights did lose that one, but now the Lions in set offense instead of being able to run down and get a quick shot on the goal there. So those are the type of face-off losses the Knights need, and they need as many face-off wins as they could possibly get. The second quarter not doing as well in the face-offs as they did the first quarter, but alas, still only down by 1. Knights still with plenty of time to get back into this one. A little move on the goal right there for the Lions. Shot goes out on off the goalie, Jace Lightfoot. But that will be Knight ball. Good hustle there. Looks like from number 6, Colin Overman, junior from Chester, Virginia, getting the hustle and getting the ball for the Knights. So the Knights now with their first offensive possession of the second half. Look to see if they can tie this one up early, take the momentum back. Shot on the goal right there, goes a little bit right. So that'll remain Knights ball. 56 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Knights looking to move quickly, get as many shots on the goal as possible. Overall in the day, they're only down by 3 shots in the overall totals Definitely need more opportunities, though, offensively. If they're going to want to get back into this, tie it up, and ultimately win it. So the Knights doing their offensive set, passing the ball around the 40 and then moving it up and then swinging it around the goal. Knights with 25 seconds left on the shot clock. J.C. Winterton with the ball. Bad pass right there. See if it'll stay in bounds. Knights will keep it in bounds. Knights with just 15 seconds left here on the shot clock. J.C. Winterton with it again. 10 seconds now. Winterton with the move. He'll get a shot on the goal, and that'll be saved right there. Mike Isley has not allowed anything in a while. Playing good there in the goal. Lions running up ahead. Knights defense recovers. So now the Lions will get their offense set. So far, looking at the goalies for these two teams, Jace Lightfoot with 6 saves on the day, Mike Isley with 5. So both goalies with some pretty amazing saves, but pretty low save percentages. Jace Lightfoot with 40%, Isley with 38.5. So two goalies playing pretty even. And that'll be another save there from Jace Lightfoot. And the Knights will pick up that ground ball. So Knights now with possession off the great save from Jace Lightfoot. They're running up ahead. That's number 21, JT Couture, just sprinting to clear that one. So the Knights back on offense. And Tyson Murray looking to get something going. Shot on the goal right there. That'll bounce off the crossbar. So that'll stay with the Knights. That'll give them a fresh 60 seconds on the shot clock. Tyson Murray looking to get a brutal shot there, just too high. So Knights setting back up at the 40-yard line. Peyton Murray and Clay Hackey back there. They'll get Forrest Aimbridge in. So those three make up the 3 attackers there at the 40. In the middle, looks like got number 16, Hunter Jones. Sorry, number 18, Riker McMurdy in the middle. So the Knights looking to make something happen, get this tie game. Defense is held up. Now we just need the offense to get one in. Ball's behind the net. 20 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Pass out to the middle. Not handled well. Ball's picked up. Tyson Murray with it. Gets moved aside, gets some space. That's poked up. That'll stay with the Knights. 10 seconds left on the clock for the Knights. So not much time to make something happen. They'll pass it to Clay Hackey. 5 seconds now. Hackey with the move, shot on the goal, and that'll be saved again. Mike Isley coming into the second half on fire. Turnover on the clear by the Lions, pass inside. Shot on the goal right there, and that'll stay with the Knights. A brutal check right there from the defense. Pierce Britton couldn't get his feet set at all, so the ball just sails over. Tyson Murray will bring it back in. Knights with plenty of time, 70 seconds on the shot clock. That was a dramatic couple of seconds right there. So the ball ends up with Forrest Aimbridge. He'll pull it out to the 40. And Clay Hackey and Peyton Murray will join him back there. 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Aimbridge will pass it around to the back of the net. They'll do their square, and the Knights will get to work. Clay Hackey with it. He'll pass it to Murray behind the net. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Murray just sitting behind the net. Knights trying to get some offense set up. Murray will pass it out. Hackey with the ball. Shot on the goal by Hackey, and that'll go in off the bounce. Isley almost had the save right there. Another one for this half, but it just bounces out of his net and into the goal. So Clay Hackey now up to, I believe, 5 goals on the day. Yep, 5 goals on the day for Clay Hackey. He has an assist as well, so that's 6 points for Clay Hackey, having himself a career day to try and keep up with the Piedmont Lions. The score is again tied 9-9. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Porter Alleman will be in there for the face-off. And that'll be another Lion win there. But again, like we were talking about, losing that faceoff to where it doesn't immediately lead to a fast break. Right there, Lions forced to set up their offense, get the substitutions in. So if you're going to lose the faceoffs, that's the way you want to lose it. Forcing the Lions to set up, getting good defensive recovery. So Lions will run it out behind the back of the net. Lions will get back to work with 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass inside, shot on the goal. That'll go right. That'll stay with the Lions. Not sure if that counted as a save or not for Jace Lightfoot. They reset the shot clock to 60 seconds. So the Lions still with possession. 9 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. 40 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lions. And there was nothing there for number 24, Jacob Hasbrook. He'll pass it out. Lions look to make something happen. Ball gets checked out. Still on the ground. Two teams fighting over it, and that'll be picked up by the Knights. Knights running full steam ahead. Pass up ahead to J.C. Winterton. Shot on the goal. That'll go just off the crossbar. And that'll be a penalty right there on Pierce Brinton, my bad. Jumped up, landed in the goalie circle. So now Lions back and with the ball with space ahead. Defense still recovering. Shot on the goal right there, and that'll go in. That was from the 30-yard line. So that'll be for the Lions, another goal. And that'll be number 44, Ian Parr, with his third goal of the day. So now the Lions back up by one, 10-9. Right there, the Knights just running too fast offensively, not able to get a good shot. Pierce Brinton right up close, just knocks it off the top of the crossbar. And because of the penalty of him getting inside the goalie circle, Lions are able to run it all the way up, get some good passing, and that right there leads to the goal from Ian Parr. So off the face-off right there, ball is still out, picked up, nope, not quite. Ball is still out. Knights pick it up, finally gets checked out from behind. Knights still keep it, forced Ambridge with it. And he'll pass it up to Brinton. So Knights with it, and they're not going to push that. They've had too much fast break opportunities for the Lions off of very quick missed goals. So now the Lions will slow it down. The Knights will slow it down, get their substitutions in, see what they can do. They'll pass it back to Hackey. He's back there with Samuel Terreros and J.C. Winterton. So now the Knights looking to tie this one back up. The score in this third quarter is 1-1. Knights making their square. Terreros has it. He'll make the move to the middle. And then Hackey will end up with it. Hackey making a move. He'll pass it to Winterton. Winterton making the move to the middle. Shot on the goal. And that'll be another save right there. Ball gets checked out from behind as the Lions picked it up. Ball is still out. Popping up. Ball is still getting popped up, and that'll be picked up by J.C. Winterton. So now the Knights back with it. Knights playing tenaciously on those clears. And just taking possession again and again, forcing those turnovers. In the third quarter, Piedmont already with 2 turnovers. Make that 3 turnovers. So the Knights playing tenaciously and aggressively and forcing turnovers. So the Knights with 50 seconds left on the shot clock here. Clay Hackey will end up with it at the top of the 30-yard line. He'll look to make a move. And that'll be a violation on the Knights. Lion ball. Lions will get the clear. And he'll make a move. He'll get out into open space. Checked from behind. Ball pops out. Jace Lightfoot is not in the goal right now.
Come on, Ike.
And so the Lions will ultimately pick that one up. Lucky break there that Jace Lightfoot was able to get back. Shot on the goal here. Blocked immediately in front. Another shot. That's one saved by Jace Lightfoot. So the Knights just frantically recovering there on defense, and it ends up working out. So the Knights back with possession. They'll look to clear. Long pass up. gets the ball on the offensive side for the Knights. Score still 9-10 in favor of the Lions. 5.5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. So the Knights taking it slow again, not risking another Lions fast break. So Peyton Merwin and Forrest Ambridge come in, as well as JT Couture. And the Knights with possession. 40 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Forrest Ambridge making a move and passing it behind the net. Brinton now with it. He'll get it out to Couture. Couture, normally a defensive player, now making a move on offense.
Yeah, five.
He'll pass it to Merwin. Merwin at the top. He gets a little bit inside. Met by two Lions. That ball's checked out. And that'll be picked up by the Lions. And they're running up ahead. Pass gets on the ground. Picked up by the Lions. Still running ahead. Gets in the middle. Shot on the goal right there. That'll go off the crossbar. I believe Jace Lightfoot did get his net on it. And that'll stay with the Lions. The Lions now matching the Knights' defensive intensity. And the Knights not able to get a clear shot at all in the middle. So the Lions setting up their offense again. 55 seconds on the shot clock for them. Pass inside. Met by two Knights. Ball's checked out. Picked up again by the Lions. This is number 4, Miller Bice. Piedmont will pass it around behind the net. 35 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Right there. Knights staying right in front of the Lions. Number 3, Isaac Harrington, forced to pass it back out. Just 15 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Lions. Pass to the left, shot on the goal, and that'll be a save by Jace Lightfoot. Lightfoot having himself a day right here. 3.5 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. And Jace Lightfoot now with a 52.4% save percentage. He has 11 saves on just 10 goals allowed. So Lightfoot now picking it up and having himself a day. Knights on offense. Tyson Maury with it. And he'll pass it back out. Knights with 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Winterton with it up at the 40-yard line. And then Winterton will just push it even back further. 35 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights. Toreros comes in. And the Knights will get it to Toreros at the 25-yard line. Toreros making a move. He'll pass it around behind the net. That is a bad pass. Might have got checked from behind. So it bounces out behind. And the Knights force the turnover again. Ball is out. And the Knights pick that one up again. So that'll be a violation on the Lions. Knights with the ball. They'll pass it out to Winterton up the middle. Winterton with the shot, and that'll be a goal for the Knights. J.C. Winterton. Freshman from Charlottesville, Virginia, ties the game back up again. Right there, the Knights with a little bit of aggression there. Bad pass, probably checked from behind by the Lions, causing the turnover. But immediately two Knights pushing the Lion with the ball, forcing the turnover. Knights pick it up. Violation on the Lions gives Winterton the free lane. Goal for the Knights. 10-10 is the score with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left here in this third quarter. And Porter Ullman will be again tasked with the face-off. Lions win that one, and they'll bring it back. So another face-off loss that you want, forcing the Lions to take it slow, set it up. But of course, the Knights, you'd rather have a make-it-take-it opportunity here instead of Lions possession. So the ball will be with number 6, Zach Avila, the junior from Cumming, Georgia. And the Lions will commit a violation right there. So the Knights now with the ball, looking to clear. Number 4, Ben Slugo with it up at the top. He'll pass it on ahead. So now the Knights with possession. 1:45 left here in this third quarter. The end of the quarters has been crazy each time. The end of the first quarter was, of course, the Lions' first 3-0 goal run. then the end of the second quarter was turnover after turnover after turnover. The two teams playing track and field out here. So now the Knights back with it, taking it slow, hoping this minute 45 is less crazy, but more goals for them. And the Knights will swing it around the back of the net with 35 seconds left on the shot clock. And J.C. Winterton will end up with it. He'll pass it around the back of the net. They'll get it to Clay Hackey there at the bottom of the 20. He'll move to the middle. Clay Hackey with some room, gets checked from behind. Ball goes right to a Lion. So now the Lions with the ball, they'll look to clear, and they get it. They have some room in front. Knights defense not ready. Pass up ahead, shot on the goal. Lightfoot gets it. Picked up by the Lions, and that'll be a goal for the Lions. Lightfoot with a great save right there, but just no movement from the rest of the Knights, just allowing the Lions to pick that ball right back up. So the Lions will get that goal, be back up by one, 11-10. At this point, you kind of got to feel bad for Jace Lightfoot right there. He's having the quarter of his life with, I think, about 5 saves to just 2 goals allowed. But right there, making an excellent play, and just his team not recovering for the bounce. So now 38 seconds left here in this third quarter. Get another face-off. The Knights, I believe, have yet to win a face-off here in this third quarter. And the Lions take it again. So the Lions with the opportunity to get the last shot of the quarter, maybe even go up by 2. 25 seconds left on the clock. Will Isley with it. He'll pass it back out to Avila. Lions now with 15 seconds left to go. Avila with the move, gets a little bit of room, shot on the goal, and that'll go in. So right there, the face-off loss is now starting to absolutely kill the Knights. Despite an excellent defensive quarter, the Knights are again collapsing here at the end of the third quarter, like they did at the end of the first. The Lions now back up to their largest lead of the day, which is 2, 12-10 in favor of the Lions. And the Lions fans here in the stands starting to get loud. It's been a big part getting in the head of these Knights. So we'll get a face-off with 9 seconds left. Violation there on the Lions. 5 seconds left for the Knights. Maybe just attempt to get a heave off. So the clock was running when it shouldn't have been. It looks like, or maybe it was. We'll see what the refs call. And it looks like, yes, that will be the end of the quarter there. Refs still conferring. We'll see. There was 7 seconds left. Ref made the motion to start the clock, but the clock was still continually running before he made that motion. So by the time he made that motion, there were 2 seconds left on the clock. And the Knights didn't have an opportunity to get like a desperate heave or anything. Okay, the refs coming forward. We'll see what they say. The in-between quarter clock is running. So it looks like the refs will put clock time back on the clock. The clock was supposed to stop there, so the Knights with possession with one last attempt to try and get a score here. Third quarter not done yet. There have been some crazy clock issues here in this game. Middle of the second quarter, one of the shot clocks malfunctioned. Now we got this where the clock kept running when it needed to stop. So 9 seconds left on the clock. Knights will have the ball. Clay Hackey with it at the 50-yard line. See if the Knights can take advantage of this last couple seconds, maybe a desperate heave or something. Knights running up ahead. Pass it to J.C. Winterton. Winterton with the top. He makes a move, gives it back to Hackey. Shot on the goal. That'll go left. So a well-designed play there from the Knights between the two-man action of Hackey and Winterton. Just did not get the shot. So with a little extra drama, the score remains the same, 12-10 heading into the fourth quarter. And if you're head coach Jason Lamb, you got to be pretty frustrated with this. You got to imagine that your team played pretty dang well in that third quarter, but still ended up having a losing quarter. 3 Piedmont goals to SVU's 2. And that's got to be frustrating there, especially when you did not win the turnover battle. 4 turnovers for each team in that third quarter. Got to think that's a missed opportunity for the Knights. So it looks like due to the weird delay, we're just going to go straight into the fourth quarter. Have another face-off. Knights are down 2. 12-10 is the score in favor of Piedmont. And the Knights struggling on face-offs in that third quarter. But right there, they put in Ben Sluga to do the face-offs instead of Porter Alleman, and right there he wins his first one. Ball pops out due to some good checks from the Lions. Now the ball ends up on the Lions side. Ball is still on the ground. Knights have picked it up several times, but continually get checked out by the Lions. And that'll be a penalty on the Knights. Lion ball on their side. And that is just absolute worst case scenario. We won that face-off and then just give it away off of check after check after check. So now here come the Lions. 60 seconds on the shot clock for them. We're getting down to pressure time here. Knights down 2, so they need to clamp on the defensive end. The Lions will run it back, pass up the middle, try to get a shot behind the back. No good for the Lions. They'll maintain possession, though, with 44 seconds left. That was number 44, Ian Parr, trying to get the crazy behind the back shot. Lions with the ball, get it up the middle, and almost had a save there. Jace Lightfoot gave up on the play after the first initial hit on the ball. So the ball just ends up rolling slowly into the net. Lions with their new largest lead of the day, 13-10 in favor of Piedmont. And these Knights just look out of it. Even though it's a 3-point lead, it is overcomable. It looks like by the Knights' body language, it could be a 50-point lead. It's up to the Knights to get something together and get that momentum back on their side. Porter Alleman back in for the face-off. Ball is still out. We have a Knight player down on the ground. His ankle got checked. No penalty. So right there, the Knights just committing a penalty. Oh, the ball's still in play somehow, despite one of the Knights players just tackling a Knight player. Just an absolute discombobulation there from the refs on that play. So they will get the penalty on the Knights. Won't get the penalty on the Lions, so it'll remain Lions ball. Clay Hackey will be out with a 1-minute penalty. So it looks like that was number 21, JT Coutrere, who was grabbing his ankle down on the other end. He got his ankle checked by a Lion, went down. So now the Lions will have a full 80 seconds, a man-up opportunity, and the ball up 3. And JT Coutrere walked off. So just a rough overall play right there. Pass inside. That'll stay with the Lions off the shot. And the Knights just feeling pretty defeated there. Just the body language, the movement slow and not involved right now. Lions passing it around, looking to get an open shot. Another one right there. That'll be a save from Jace Lightfoot. Lightfoot having an excellent game despite how his team has played. And that'll be another violation on the Knights. Just utter hopelessness from the body language of the Knights. So now the Lions right with the ball again. They'll swing it behind the back. Bad pass right there. That'll go out of bounds. Knights ball. So Knights have just had unforced turnover after unforced turnover here. And that'll be another penalty on the Knights. Looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there now on number 2, Tyler Maury. So the Knights kill one penalty and now get the other one. Now just get another one. Knights are just killing themselves here.
Here we go, Black.
And that'll be 2 penalties on the Knights. So now they went from 1 man down. That penalty ended, so now 2 new penalties on number 2, Tyler Maury, and number 7, Scott Dupay, or maybe number 16, Hunter Jones, one of the 2. So now the Knights 2 men down on defense. And I don't even know what the cause of that is. So the free shot right there, essentially. And now the Lions up by 4. And the Knights just absolutely destitute-ridden. The body language, the penalties, everything just collapsing in on itself. So now Porter Allman will get in the face-off again. This will be huge. 12 and a half minutes left here. Knights are down by 4. And it has been mostly due to the fact that the Knights have just been out of sync, out of way. So Ben Sluga will come in for Porter Allman. Ben Sluga on the face-off. The face-offs in the second half have been terrible for the Knights. And just no one in position for the Knights to get that one. Still a man down on the unreleasable penalty on Tyler Maury. So the Knights still a man down despite that goal. Lions are up 4. And this is absolute worst case scenario right now if you're head coach Jason Lamb, figuring out how to help this team just get their heads in the game. Pass inside from the Lions. That shot will go out, and that'll stay just with the Lions. Still 20 seconds left on the penalty for the Knights. Pass across shot on the goal, and right there, Lions go up by 5. That'll be number 11, Joseph Whitmore, a sophomore from Sugar Hill, Georgia, on the goal. So now the Lions up 5. The score is 15-10, and they are just running it up here on the Knights in the 4th period. The Knights have yet to get a shot, have yet to really have any opportunity. 2 turnovers already on the Knights, just 1 for Piedmont. 3 penalties on the Knights. And just everything going wrong here. Face-off pops out. And the Knights will pick that one up. So Ben Sluga wins that face-off. And it'll be a violation on the Lions, so still with them. Still with the Knights. So now the Knights on the offensive side for the first time, I'm pretty sure in this quarter, Tyson Maury will have it at the 40-yard line. The lead now up to a pretty wide 5 here for the Lions. And the Knights will need to seriously build some momentum, get a good mindset back in if they have any chance of coming back for this one. Peyton Merwin now with the ball, moving up to the 30-yard line. And they'll pass it around their square. And the Knights will get to work. J.C. Winterton with it.
Come on, Black.
Brinton with it. Now we'll pass it inside to Merwin. Merwin shoots it just right. So the Knights will retain possession.
Come on, Rick. Yeah, eat him up,
Move right there from Tyson Maury. Shot goes way over. That'll stay with the Knights. So Knights with 25 seconds left on the shot clock have gotten 2 shots off. Neither have been particularly close. Now Clay Hackey with it at the bottom of the 30. Pass inside is tipped by the Lions. So that'll stay with the Knights. Just 12 seconds left on the shot clock. So they'll get it to Peyton Merwin. He'll look to make a move. And a bad pass right there, and that'll go out of bounds. Lion ball. Just nothing happening there for the Knights. They got 2 shots off, but neither were close. Looks like the Piedmont defense might have figured out this Knight offense. So now Lions with the ball. They get it on their side. And no one guarding the goal, and that'll be another easy goal for the Lions. Jace Lightfoot all the way out on the 35-yard line, and the Knights defense just no longer caring. Lions now up to 6 in their lead, 16-10, with still 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The Lions have all the momentum in the world, and the Lions and the Knights just destitute. So the largest lead of the day is owned by Piedmont right now. 16-10 is the score. That amazing first half feels long in the rearview mirror now for the Knights. We'll go ahead and take a break here as this timeout plays out, and we'll be back when play resumes. All right, and welcome back here to this USA South men's lacrosse matchup between your SVU Knights and the visiting Piedmont University Lions. So far here in the first 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, the Piedmont Lions have gone on an absolutely devastating run, 4-0, to extend their lead to 6. Score 16-10, and we'll get another face-off coming out of the timeout. Porter Alleman is back, and the ball pops out towards the side of the Knights. Ball is still out. Porter Alleman will pick it up, so Knights win that face-off and have it right on their side. Tyson Mari making a move behind the net, and he'll just stand back there, letting the Knights offense set up. Mari is not a name we have heard very much here today.
Yeah, Rick, come on.
So the Knights will need him to pick it up, get some good passes, get a teammate some open shots if the Knights are going to get back into this one. Mari making the move. Good defense there from the Lions. He goes back behind the net, passes out to Brinton, who will get it to Terreros, who will now make a move with 45 seconds left on the shot clock. Terreros will pass it back, and that'll just a horrible pass there from Terreros. Turnover on the Knights. Lions ball. So now the Lions getting the clear. They'll run it out past the 50 pretty easily. Big check there. And that'll be out of bounds. Big check there from the Knights. Forced turnover right there. So now the Knights with the ball. Tyson Mari with it at the 35-yard line. Still 9 minutes left to go, but Knights are in fast mode time. They have to be if there's any shot at coming back in this one. 6 goals down. Only 9 minutes to go. So J.C. Winterton with it, up at the 25, making a move.
Yeah, Black.
Tyson Mari with it, shot on the goal, just goes left. Knights will maintain possession. Forrest Aimbridge with it at the 30.
Stay there. Stay there.
Pass inside to Tyson Maury. He just pulls it out. Dangerous territory there. He had 3 Lions around him. Winterton with it at the top. Passes to Hackey at the bottom of the 25. Hackey makes a move, gets some space, shot on the goal, and that'll go in. Goal for Clay Hackey right there. That was a huge one. Knights now with a semblance of life, and thanks to who else? Clay Hackey, his 6th goal of the day. Clay Hackey just having himself a career day, despite the fact the rest of his team has kind of struggled. 2 stars of the day for the Knights have been Clay Hackey and Jace Lightfoot. So now we'll see if the Knights defense can find some life and continue giving the Knights offense opportunities to score. Ben Sluga struggling to pick that one up. The Knights will win that face-off. Sluga passes it across the field. Horrible pass right there, and that'll go out of bounds. Turnover Knights. So Lions ball with 8 minutes left to go. Knights are finally starting to win some face-offs, but right there, just an immediate turnover off of it. Now the Knights defense back at it. Needs to get a stop, and relatively quick here. Lions with a lot of leeway to just run out the clock. Number 24, Jacob Hasbrook, running it around the back of the net. He's guarded by Ben Sluga right in front of him. He makes a move, passes it inside, shot on the goal, and right there, the Lions lead back up to 6. 17-11 in favor of the Lions. So that'll be Miller Bice on the goal right there, number 4, the sophomore from Suwanee, Georgia. He was assisted by Hasbrook. Now the Lions back up to lead back up to 6. 7.5 minutes left to go here. And the Knights just looking for answers. Clay Hackey having himself a great day, but not getting much else. Porter Alleman on the face-off here. And Alleman will pick up the ball, gets checked out. Knights still with possession here. So now the Knights with the ball off the face-off win. They've won 3 straight face-offs. They had the one with immediate turnover that led to a score for the Lions. So now 7 minutes left to go. Knights down by 6. Need to make up a goal per minute pretty much at this point. Hackey with it at the 30. Nothing there on the move, so he has to pull it back out, give it to Tyson Maury there at the 30. Maury met by 2 Lions, gets a check there, and that'll go straight into the net of a Lion. Lions looking to clear, and they will. Lions with some room in front of him. Jace, Knights got a break there. Jace Lightfoot was not in the goal. Again, he was out near the 20-25. And they'll call that a shot. So they'll call that a shot for the Lions. So that'll remain Lion ball. So the Knights still on defense. 6.5 minutes left to go here. And Lions with possession. And it looks like they'll be given a full 80 seconds. That doesn't quite make sense, but they'll be given a full 80 seconds here. So Lions with the opportunity to run out this clock for a good chunk of it. Pass inside right there. Shot on the goal. That goal left. That'll stay with the Lions. So the Lions still with 60 seconds left to go. They'll have the ball right behind the net. And a good check right there by the Knights leads to an errant pass. Turnover Lions. So 6 minutes, 8 seconds left in this game. Knights with the ball, down 6. They need to go minute by minute, goal by goal, if they have any shot of making a miraculous comeback here. It's now Tyson Maury with it. Just walking along the baseline. Now up at the 15 and the 10.
Here we go, Rick.
The Knights really need to get moving here. J.C. Winterton with it at the 40. And all the defensive Knights up here near the 50-yard line, including Jace Lightfoot. He's a solid 40 yards away from the goal, so the Knights need to maintain possession and not turn it over here. Tyson Murray making a move, shot on the goal. That'll go right. That'll stay with the Knights. 33 seconds left on the shot clock for the Knights and 20 seconds left here in this 6 to 5 minute block. Peyton Merwin with the move. Nothing there. He'll pass it around back behind the net.
What up, 8? Yep.
Shot on the goal right there, and that'll be a goal for the Knights. Number 5, Tyson Murray. Murray finally getting involved in the scoring there. So Murray with his first goal. He has 2 assists earlier in the game, so that's his 3rd point. So the lead now down to 5, and the Knights really just need to play make it, take it here. These face-offs become critical here. You either need to win the face-off or force a turnover pretty quick off of it. And the Lions will win that face-off. No turnover forced. So Lions with the ball, fresh 80 seconds. Clock's winding down. So the Lions just taking it slow. No need to force anything. You have a full 60 seconds and just need to wind this one down if you're the Lions. Lions passing around, get it behind the goal. Move it back out to the 25. Here come the Lions. Shot on the goal right there. Lightfoot blocks it. Ball's popped up. Rebounded by a Lion. Gets another shot on the goal. That'll stay with the Lions. They'll get a fresh 60 on the shot clock because of the save by Jace Lightfoot. So now the Lions with the opportunity to bleed another minute from this clock. Approaching 4 minutes left here in this game. Move on the goal right there. Ball bounces out. And it's moving all the way to the 50. And the Knights, the defensive Knights, unprepared for that one. Ball comes out. Good check right there from the Knights. So Knights with possession now off the forced turnover. Tyson Murray with it at the 20. Knights need to move quickly here. Only less than 4 minutes left to go, and their lead is still up. The lead is still 5. Tyson Murray with it.
Big stop.
So now Clay Hackey with it, and the Knights will just need to slow it down, set something up. 55 seconds left for the Knights. Clay Hackey making a move, gets to the middle. Gets a shot on the goal.
Yep.
Blocked right in front of him. Lions pick that up, and the Lions will move ahead. Get the easy clear. Knights trying to force a turnover. Jace Lightfoot is not in the goal. Good check from behind from the Knights. Still picked up by the Lions. Lightfoot is still not in the goal. Pass in the middle, and that'll be a goal for the Lions. And it looks like right before the goal, there was a timeout called by head coach Tim Dunton. So a poorly timed timeout there from head coach Dunton. Regardless, his team up by 5 with just 3 minutes left to go. So the Lions have the ball, have 65 seconds left on the shot clock. There's only 190 seconds left in the game. So they can get a good third of this game gone with this possession. And the Knights really trying to pick it back up here in this 4th period after allowing 4 straight goals. But it might just be too little, too late. Score in this quarter is 5-2 in favor of Piedmont. And the Knights have had 3 penalties in this period alone. Those penalties were the big thing that caused that run. The Lions with 6 extra man opportunities. They only scored 3 of them, but still, the Knights only with 2 and only putting in 1. So that is a huge difference there. And then the shot difference has increased in this quarter. 47 shots for Piedmont, only 36 for the Knights in the game. So now coming out of the timeout, Lions with possession. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Lions with 65 seconds on the shot clock. Knights immediately sending 2 defenders straight at the ball handler. No one guarding the goal. Jace Lightfoot is out of it. The Knights are taking the chance of just sending 2 defenders at each ball handler. Still no goalie in play for the Knights. And the Lions just running around. They might get a free shot here. Knights defense still holding strong. Jace Lightfoot now up at the 40, guarding number 3, Isaac Harrington. So Harrington will pass it back behind the net. Lightfoot still guarding Harrington. Pass up the middle. Free shot there for the Lions, and that'll pretty much end it. The Knights did the desperate 2-person guarding, having Lightfoot out, and just, it does not work. And just some good movement and passing there from the Lions puts their lead back up to 6, 18-12 in favor of the Lions. So that was a goal by number 6, Zach Avila, junior from Cumming, Georgia. And I'm pretty sure in this game there have been 4 or 5 goals for the Lions where Jace Lightfoot just has not been in the goal. It's been a risky strategy for head coach Jason Lamb, and it has not panned out today. So the Knights will win that face-off off the violation from the Lions. Knights back on offense with 2:15 left here, looking just to end on a good note. Shot on the goal there, immediately blocked right in front of Ben Sluga. So now the Lions with the ball running up ahead. And a good check there from number 17, Max Ruckert. Freshman from Fallston, Maryland, forces the turnover. And then the Knights immediately give it right back. So Lions with the ball, 1:52 left here. Lions passing around, pulling it back out, just letting the time wind down. They have 50 seconds on the shot clock. About 110 seconds left in the game. Looks like the shot clock was set wrong. The Lions did not get a reset shot clock, so they're going to get it now. 80 seconds left. They have 80 seconds left on the shot clock and about 98 seconds left in the game itself. And head coach Lamb will call a timeout. So, head coach Lamb calling this timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break and bring you back out of the timeout. 1:38 left here in this one. All right, so coming back out here out of the timeout. Lions with possession. And they'll just hold the ball at the 45-yard line. That's number 10, Will Isley, with the ball. Isley still with it, now up the top of the 30. 60 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lions. About 75 seconds left in the game overall. Lions will just run around the back of the net, looking just to protect the ball, keep it safe. Ball's with number 11, Joseph Whitmore. He'll pass it out to the bottom of the 5, or the top of the 5. I get mixed up on the perspectives here. Lions moving around. 20 seconds left on the shot clock for them. 40 overall in the game. Lions now 10 seconds. Pass inside. Not handled well. Ball is on the ground. Picked up by the Knights. And looks like we'll have penalty flags with just 22 seconds left in the game. There's 2 out. Not sure if the ref meant to throw 2. See who the penalties are on. Yep. So it'll be on number 11, Joseph Whitmore for the Lions, and number 22, Isaac Finley for the Knights. So both will be out for the rest of the game. Looks like the Lions will maintain possession of the ball. So Lions will be able to just take the ball. They get a fresh shot clock, 80 seconds. There's only 22 seconds left in the game, so the Lions will be able to just run it out. If you're the Knights, this loss will hurt. You really had a chance in this one to take it, but against a highly favored opponent, this was a really good showing for these Knights. 18-12 is not a bad score at all if you're these Knights. So the Knights take the loss here. They drop to 2-2 in USA South Conference play. Piedmont goes up to 5-0. Currently having a dominant season. But right here got a little bit of a scare from SVU, but in the fourth quarter just took control. SVU not able to stay mentally or physically in the game throughout all 60 minutes. Of course, we need to give the flowers to Clay Hackey. Career high 7 points here. Great game despite the outcome. And additionally, give the credit to Jace Lightfoot. Save percentage of 45.5 and was just getting harassed there in the fourth quarter. So had a really good game despite that. Had 15 saves. So was doing really well there. On the Piedmont side, just an overall team effort. You had 3 Piedmont players with 3 goals. Number 44, Ian Parr. Number 3, Isaac Harrington. And number 4, Miller Bice. And then leading on to caused turnovers, you had several Knights with 2 caused turnovers, just playing very well on the defensive side. Number 5, Tyler Murray. Number 21, JT Coutrere. Number 22, Isaac Finley. And number 24, Porter Allman, each with 2 caused turnovers. So the two sides showing their strengths. Piedmont playing like the 19th ranked Division III offense here in Lacrosse. And then the Knights defense causing turnovers, playing like the 23rd ranked caused turnovers defense in the nation. So 2 teams showing their strengths. Obviously offense wins it here. More points equals more wins. So the Knights take a rough one. But you got to like that they hung in there for at least 3 quarters. Piedmont is definitely the cream of the crop in the USA South. It'll be interesting to see if the Knights are able to pick it up and make the playoffs and face Piedmont again, how the Knights would do on Piedmont's field. So we'll have to see when that time comes. Looking at the further schedule for the Knights, next Saturday, April the 5th, they'll be back here again to play William Peace, the Pacers of William Peace University. That'll start at 1 p.m. next Saturday. Then following that, they'll have a 2-game trip away from Buena Vista. First, they'll go on Monday, April 7th, to Brevard, North Carolina, to take on the Tornadoes. And then they'll travel to Georgia to take on LaGrange College 2 Saturdays from now, April 12th. Then we'll go ahead and give a shout-out to the Piedmont Lions. They've got 3 more games left in their season. They'll be home in Demorest, Georgia, to take on the Pfeiffer Falcons, currently the number 2 in the USA South. So that'll be a very important game for these Lions. Then they'll still be at home, 2-game homestand for the Lions, taking on the Huntington College Hawks. Then for their final game, they'll be away in Greensboro, North Carolina, to take on the Pride of Greensboro College. So a rough outcome here for the Knights. The score is 18-12. A rough loss. Good that you hung in there against the best team in the USA South. But this is definitely a game that the Knights are going to know. We want that one back. We were up for so much of the first half and just gave it away in the fourth. So the Knights, with a rough loss, can hang their heads high and come out in their next game, which again is next Saturday against William Peace here in BV. So we'll hope for a Knights victory then. For Mark Duffin and the rest of the broadcast crew here at Southern Virginia, we wish you a great night and a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in.